Mumbai has reported today 3,671 COVID cases. This is not so good news coming in from the financial capital. It's a massive COVID spike. Yesterday, remember, 2,500 cases were reported. Today, 3,671 new cases of COVID-19. 45 buildings have been sealed so far by the state government, while there is also one containment zones in the city. Pankaj Upadhyay in Mumbai for all the latest. Pankaj, yesterday 2,000, now over 3,000. And this is just the Mumbai city. What is happening? Because the state government has imposed restrictions. So where do you think these cases are emerging from?
Well, Pooja, the situation is not good in Mumbai.
Yes.
We are seeing substantial rise yet again, over 3,000 cases in Mumbai, and the count of active sealed buildings have now risen to about 88. The count of active containment zones are also rising in the city. And today in the morning hours, I had a word with the Maharashtra COVID Task Force member, and he said that in Delhi and in certain clusters of Mumbai, the third wave has already arrived. I asked him whether there is an Omicron outbreak in Mumbai now. He said we'll just have to wait for a week's time because genome sequencing results are also awaited. And once that report is out, we'll have a confirmation whether these are cases of Omicron as well. What that in turn means, people need to be extra careful. I'm at the Marine Drive Promenade. Look around as to what's happening. In spite of the state government rolling out various guidelines, in spite of the fact that Mumbai police and the BMC is saying that the crowding will result in increased infection,
yes,
and there is extreme danger to the people. I do not see people, fearful or abiding by COVID-appropriate behavior. And this is the scariest part. Government clearly says that they cannot wield the danda at every citizen. They have to realize their own collective
Pankaj, what you're putting is very correct, that it has to be a public and government participation if we want the Omicron cases to come down. 3,671 cases just from Mumbai. This is both Delta and the Omicron variant, and Pankaj Upadhyay will be tracking all the latest. Pankaj, you also stay safe. Thank you for getting us this big news. Now remember, Delhi and Mumbai are topping the chart, detecting not only Omicron variant cases, but in general COVID-19 cases. This is already while Delhi and Mumbai have put forth strict restrictions ahead of New Year's Eve celebrations. So what is the status on the ground? Take a look. These are the reports coming in from Delhi and Mumbai.
Mumbai witnessing the biggest COVID spike in the last 7 months. The city reported 2,510 fresh infections and 1 death on December 29, a staggering jump of 300% since Monday. The city imposed curbs under Section 144 till January 7th, putting an end to all possible New Year gatherings. The Bandra Wonderland was closed till January 2nd.
मैं सभी को यही विनती करूंगा कि अपने अपने घर में रहकर आप नए साल का स्वागत करिए, अपने फैमिली के साथ रहकर, अपने बच्चों के साथ रहकर, और ओपन एरिया में आके कुछ भी भीड़ नहीं बढ़ाए।
बहुत चिंताजनक लग रहा है ये सिचुएशन, और ये लग रहा है कि अगर ऐसी केसेस बढ़ती गई तो हमारे पास और संख्या अगले कुछ 4 या 6 हफ्तों में जो है बहुत ज्यादा नंबर दिखने लगेंगे।
Hospitals across Mumbai are augmenting beds, despite low need of hospitalization, ICU and oxygen.
हमारे यहाँ पे ये थर्ड वेव नहीं है, ये फोर्थ वेव है। पूरे विश्व में, पूरे वर्ल्ड में चौथी वेव चल रही है। हमारे यहाँ पे थर्ड वेव आई थी बीच में, अगस्त सितंबर के महीने में आई थी। बहुत ही कम मात्रा में केस बढ़े थे, क्योंकि हमारे यहाँ लोगों ने कोविड अप्रोप्रिएट बिहेवियर किया था, गवर्नमेंट ने अच्छा काम किया था, ट्रीटमेंट अच्छे ढंग से हुआ था, इसलिए नंबर ऑफ केसेस नहीं बढ़े थे।
In last 2 days in Mumbai itself, there has been a 200% increase in the COVID cases. But the doctors say the patients who are getting hospitalized are doing as a precautionary measure. They have mild symptoms. As of now, patients don't require ICU and ventilators. In the coming days, it will be better determined whether this wave will lead people in hospitalization and severity, or it will remain as mild symptoms as it is right now.
The national capital doubled its COVID count in a day. It remains the worst Omicron-hit state. Genome sequencing shows 46% cases are due to mutant variant.
ये जो इन्फेक्शन है ओमिक्रॉन है, बहुत तेज़ी से फैलता है। पहले वाले के मुकाबले इसकी फैलने की दर बहुत ज़्यादा है। बट दूसरा ये है कि इसकी जो सीवियरिटी है बहुत कम है, हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन बहुत कम है।
Delhi, which has shut spas, gyms, multiplexes and imposed night curfews, will decide on tightening curbs, depending on hospital bed availability.
The COVID-19 cases in the national capital is witnessing a sudden surge. Yesterday on December 29th, within 24 hours, 923 fresh COVID-19 cases were recorded in the national capital and the positivity rate has touched nearly 1.3%. It is also a matter of concern for the national capital residents because between December 28th and 29th, the COVID-19 cases in the national capital has doubled and the Omicron variant cases are also increasing in Delhi.
The centre meanwhile wrote to Delhi, Haryana, Tamil Nadu, Bengal, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Karnataka and Jharkhand, advising to boost testing, hospital readiness and vaccine drive. With Amit Bharadwaj in Delhi and Mustafa Sheikh in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India Today.
So while there is an Omicron threat and there are restrictions on the public, the Election Commission today said that there will be no postponement of the upcoming assembly elections and that all political parties, interestingly, in Uttar Pradesh, want the polls to be held as per schedule. What did the Election Commission say? What are the guidelines with regard to COVID norms? Will there be some changes in the voting process? Take a look at this report.
Elections in the 5 states of Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Goa will be held next year on time. The announcement was made by Chief Election Commissioner Sushil Chandra.
सभी राजनीतिक दलों के प्रतिनिधियों ने ये हम लोगों को बताया कि कोविड प्रोटोकॉल का पालन करते हुए समय पर चुनाव होने चाहिए। तो सबसे प्रथम सभी दलों ने विदाउट एनी डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियन सभी ने कहा कि कोविड को ध्यान में रखते हुए समय पर चुनाव कराए जाएं।
The EC announced that there will be no delay in elections and that voting will be under strict norms. All parties have backed timely polls and polling time will be increased to maintain social distancing. Vaccination drive will also be stepped up ahead of elections. Guidelines include mandatory vaccination of poll booth staff. Voting time will be extended by an hour in all 5 states. COVID protocols will be followed at every booth. And lastly, number of polling booths will be increased to avoid crowding.
कोविड की दृष्टिगत भी जो सभी चीजें आवश्यक हैं वो हर पोलिंग बूथ पर होंगी। हमारा हर पोलिंग बूथ कोविड कंप्लायंट बिहेवियर के साथ वर्क करेगा। सभी डीओस को निर्देश दिए गए हैं और लोगों ने सामग्री जितनी भी है जैसे थर्मल स्कैनर हैं, मास्क हैं, सैनिटाइजर्स हैं, they have already been under the process of procurement.
Even as the Election Commission lays down rules for voting, there was no word on crowded election rallies. Netas right from the top are in campaign mode after imposing curbs like night curfew on the Aam Aadmi to check the sudden COVID surge. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has addressed more than 10 rallies this month in Uttar Pradesh. BJP's top guns, Home Minister Amit Shah and UP CM Yogi Adityanath are part of the BJP's ongoing blitz in the state. The BJP's rivals in the state, Samajwadi Party's Akhilesh Yadav and Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra are also holding series of public meetings. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, who had imposed a yellow alert on the national capital 2 days ago, led the party's Vijay Yatra in Chandigarh to celebrate their win in the municipal corporation polls. All these rallies have one thing in common. There is absolutely no social distancing or masking. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee refused to call off the Ganga Sagar Mela, citing the Kumbh Mela held during the second wave.
We are interested for only Ganga Sagar. Ask Kumbh Mela. You don't worry for Ganga Sagar. ये हमारा नहीं है, पब्लिक का है. पब्लिक और दूर से जब आता है यूपी बिहार से हम रुकेगा. किसका रुकने का बात है? हम रुकेगा. यूपी से अगर कोई आने चाहता है, बिहार से कोई आएगा, ये थोड़ा ही हमारा हाथ में है.
As election fever grips India, the threat of Omicron spike also looms large. The fear is these rallies with thousands in attendance and no COVID-appropriate behavior could become an invite for the virus. The question is, will the EC be able to enforce COVID norms, unlike early this year when the rules remained on paper? Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, in this upcoming report, again there is this Pakistan, the Naya Pakistan of Imran Khan, so to say, has been exposed of how it brainwashes Kashmiris and then leaves them to die. This woman that you see, her name is Razia. Razia explaining how the terror misguided youth for carrying out terror attacks in India. She's a slain terrorist's wife and her ordeal is now being narrated on camera, and she's revealing the true face of terror agents in Pakistan. She has said that after her husband, a terrorist, was killed, she was left to fend for herself along with 3 children with no support from the ones who had actually encouraged her husband to take up arms. And those who recruited her husband never showed up to provide her family aid. Razia says that young women like her are left in lurch as terror recruiters ruin their home after making fake promises. Razia had come to India for survival after Pakistan abandoned its own people, and then Indian Army is taking care of her children.
यकीन जाने कभी हम भूखे भी रहे हैं, कभी खाते थे, कभी भूखा रहते थे। कोई आपको मदद करने के लिए कोई नहीं था।
तो आप इस बात से सहमत हैं कि ये एक ऐसी संस्था है जो आपको मुजाहिद बनाती है?
जी।
और आपके गुजर जाने के बाद आपके परिवार का कुछ समय के लिए ख्याल रखती है?
कुछ समय के लिए लगती है और फिर नहीं, फिर छोड़ देती है उसको, कि जैसे कभी जानते ही नहीं थे किसी के। जी, बच्चों पे भी कोई नहीं, किसी को नहीं, बस बिल्कुल अपने हाल पे छोड़ देते हैं, कोई तरस नहीं, जैसे कभी देखा ही ना हो इन लोगों ने, अनदेखा सा कर देते हैं। फिर वहाँ रही हूँ, वहाँ बच्चों का बहुत ख्याल रखा है, मेरा 4 दिन बच्चों का बहुत ज़्यादा ख्याल रखा है। बच्चों के साथ उठना बैठना ऐसे था जैसे हम फैमिली में रह रहे हैं, ऐसे लग ही नहीं रहा था कि हम घर से अलग रह रहे हैं। बच्चों को बाहर से चीज़ें ला के देनी, बच्चों का ख्याल रखना, बातें करना बच्चों के साथ, बहुत ज़्यादा ख्याल रखा है इन 4 दिनों में। बच्चे बहुत खुश हुए यहाँ पे आके।
इंडियन आर्मी, पुलिस आपने देख ही लिया है?
जी जी बिल्कुल, मैं देख के आई हूँ।
क्या व्यवहार है उनका?
मैं रह के आई हूँ, 4 दिन में रह के आई हूँ वहाँ पे। पहले दिन तो मैं बहुत ज्यादा रोने लगी थी, मैंने कहा मैं यहाँ कैसे रहूँगी। फिर जब देखा वहाँ का निजाम तो यकीन जाने आने का दिल नहीं कर रहा था। बच्चे इतने खुश थे वहाँ पे, कभी नीचे कभी ऊपर, कभी नीचे कभी ऊपर।
And on the ground, of course, the situation still is tense. There have been joint operations of the Indian Army, the police and the CRPF. 6 terrorists have been neutralized. Some of them backed by Pakistan. Importantly, some local men also are being brainwashed by Pakistan recruiters. Take a look of how the situation is currently of security in the Kashmir Valley.
Six terrorists gunned down. A major anti-terror strike by security forces. Big success against terror in Jammu and Kashmir. The security forces neutralized 6 suspected terrorists in 2 separate encounters in 48 hours. 3 were killed in Kulgam on Wednesday, while the encounter in Anantnag started on Wednesday night and went on till Thursday morning. 5 of the 6 terror suspects have been identified. They are alleged Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorist Shafi Dar of Tral and Uzair Ahmad of Mirhama. 2 local terror suspects, Nisar Ahmad Khande and Mufti Altaf, and a suspected Pakistani terrorist, Shahid alias Shehzad. The 6th suspect is of foreign origin and is yet to be identified.
कुलगांव इनकाउंटर में जैश मोहम्मद के 3 टेररिस्ट मारे गए, जिसमें एक पाकिस्तानी मिलिटेंट है और 2 लोकल टेररिस्ट है। उसके पास से 2 AK-47, एक M4 राइफल मिला है। ये कोई कोलेटरल डैमेज नहीं हुआ। दूसरा इनकाउंटर जो अनंतनाग में हुआ था, डोरू एरिया में, उसमें इनिशियली फायरिंग में एक टेररिस्ट मारा गया और इनकाउंटर को रात में कुछ देर के लिए बंद कर दिया गया। अर्ली मॉर्निंग में इनकाउंटर फिर शुरू हो गया और उसमें बाकी 2 टेररिस्ट मारे गए।
One army jawan lost his life in the gun battle.
आर्मी के 3 जवान और 1 JK पुलिस के जवान जख्मी हो गए। बाद में चारों को बीबी कैंट लाया गया। रात में एक मार्टीरियम को प्राप्त किए आर्मी के जवान, बाकी तीनों स्टेबल हैं, शहीद वहाँ हैं।
The security forces recovered large amounts of arms and ammunition, including an M4 rifle and its 7 magazines, 2 AK series rifles and its 2 magazines, a pistol and its 2 magazines, and 3 grenades. The forces claim foreign terrorists are facing a setback in the valley, with local terrorists refusing to assist them.
What is also happening is that the local terrorists are now refusing to carry out operations. There is another challenge which they are facing, and therefore the Pakistani terrorists are now coming to fore to lead operations. As they will emerge from the heights, as they will emerge from the cover, and they will carry out operation, they will get neutralized.
So during the last 24 hours, in 2 separate operations, security forces have killed 6 militants, including 2 foreign militants in South Kashmir. During the last few days, the security forces have intensified the operations against the militants, and yesterday's 2 encounters are believed as a major success for the security forces in Kashmir. With Rauf Ahmed Ashrafani for India Today in Srinagar.
Welcome back. Daily on India Today, we bring you verified information so that you don't have access to unverified and incorrect news. Now, there has been a claim, an article doing the rounds, going viral, that Pope Francis, one of the topmost authority, has replaced the Bible or is proposing to replace the holy book of Christianity, Bible, and bring in a new book. And of course, many were shocked and surprised with such a claim. But our fact-check team found out that this is a fake report and from a satire article, and that also in 2018, 3 years ago, somehow getting recirculated on social media. So don't believe everything that you have access to, and that is why watch India Today TV daily at 7 p.m. so we bring you correct, verified news. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to India Today.